My name is Zach, and today we're going to be talking about budgeting. Now, before we can get into your budget, which is clearly your favorite task, we're going to be needing to know three things: gross income, net income, and the 50-30-20 rule. And if you haven't heard of these three things, I'm going to be going over them right now. Now, gross income is pretty straightforward. It's just the income that you make before you get hit with taxes. So if you were to get your job and you're making $50,000 a year, that's the gross income. So whatever you get before you get taxed on it, that's what gross income is. Now, your net income is what you get taken out. And the net income is where we're really going to want to look at your spending. The net income is what you take home, and the gross income is, well, not fully what you get. And I like to do all my calculations personally through net income because that's what I actually am going to be getting, not gross. So to simplify that, gross income is before taxes and net income is after taxes. So if you get paid bi-weekly, that is your net income on your pay stub. Now, the 50-30-20 rule is pretty simple. It's just an old rule of how to save money. So 50% of your money will be going towards needs, and that's your net income. 30% of your net income will be going towards your wants, and then 20% is actually just going to be going into your savings. Now, if you don't have 20% to go towards your savings, well, then you're going to want to put all of whatever you do have for savings into paying off that debt. And number one offender is going to be credit cards. That is going to be the first thing that you want to get rid of. They are the bane of everyone's existence. I don't care what anyone says. So now that we've gone over those three concepts, we're actually going to be going into showing you this concept. And I've actually made a spreadsheet online that's going to be free, and it's going to be in the link description below. And you'll be able to actually copy and paste this into any Google Sheets format and use the formula or the spreadsheet yourself. And if there's actually a chart that you can add to it, and I will also be adding the steps on how to make that chart because for whatever reason it doesn't copy over when you do the copy and paste. But if you want to use this chart, it'll be doing all of the math for you. All you need to know is your needs, your wants, and your savings. So let's get into it. So this is actually a spreadsheet that I've personally put together, and it's going to have it broken down pretty straightforward. It's going to have your savings in this B category here. You just type them in a numerical value. So if your auto insurance is $100, you just type it in there and it'll actually calculate it here. Now, before any of this though, we're going to want to put in a income over here. So let's just say for, simplicity's sake, you make $1,500 per paycheck. So if you get paid every 2 weeks, you're going to want to put that here. I've done the math for every bi-weekly paycheck. So if you make a paycheck every week, you're going to want to double this. And then if you make a paycheck every month, then you're going to want to split this in two. But I think most people get paid bi-weekly. So you're going to want to just put about, you're just going to want to put your paycheck amount in there. While you put your paycheck amount in there, you'll notice that it actually already does the math for you. So you don't have to calculate your taxes and all that. It just kind of formulates how much you take home and your net income, which sucks, unfortunately, the harsh reality. But we're going to go from here and look at what you can see for your spending. So if you know that you spend $200, maybe $300 a month on gas for work, then you're going to put that there. Let's say you spend about $400 in groceries. You have an internet bill that's about, I don't know, average $50. You're going to have a gym membership maybe. Your rent's around, let's just say for simplicity, is $1,000. Now we're already over the 55. We're actually at 55%. So we're over 50%. So already we're running over the 50% rule. So all of the guidelines for what we're going to want to try and follow are right actually here. So you're just going to want to make sure that you try your best. Obviously it's not easy, but if you have an side income or if you have other money coming in, you might want to add it to this category here. But you're going to want to type in your needs here, which is what you need to survive. And then you're going to want to put your wants. So let's say you have, $50 a month in subscriptions. You have dining out is $200 a month. Concerts and having fun and enjoying life. Obviously people need to still have fun and live. You're going to put that here, maybe $300 a month, maybe $100. I don't even know. Plane tickets more than that. So I don't know if you go flying. I don't really go flying too much. You want to put it there. So you have a personal loan maybe, or or you have a car loan, you have a mortgage, you're going to want to put them all here. This is your debt category. Now, you don't ever want to go over 36% of your overall income, which is calculated here. So the math is already done. You just don't want to really go over that because credit card companies won't give you loans. They will deny your they'll just deny you essentially. So you never really want to go over 36% debt. So if, let's say, you have a personal loan and you're paying about $200 a month for that, maybe you have a car loan, you're paying another $300 for that. As you can see, things are starting to look pretty spendy. Now, with the math that I've just done, if you were to make $1,500 every bi-weekly paycheck, that's $39,000 a year that you're making after taxes. And if you're spending about this much money, which I would imagine some people are not, and maybe some people are making more, you're going to have about 12% left over of your savings, and it does the math right here. So I have this category here in case you want to actually start taking that 12% left over, or $4,800, and putting it towards your savings. Now, so a personal loan or a car loan might, you can pay those off. I would highly recommend paying off any type of loan that you have if possible, because it's going to be able to add to your savings more in the future, especially like a high yield savings or a 401k where you're going to be building interest, where the car loans are actually going to and the personal loan is going to have interest against you. So, one of my original videos was saying that you're going to want to have a lot of money so that you can get interest and have compound interest over time. Well, credit is kind of a decayed version of that. It's the reverse effect of that, where they build interest against you having that debt. So, you really got to weigh your odds here. Do you need a car loan? Could you have owned it cashed? Can you afford to pay it out right now? And then obviously you can start throwing money into your savings. So, if you wanted to, you could put, $200 into your high yield savings, and then you would put another, you put the excess, so $200 into your 401k, which leaves you with zero excess. You have a 12% savings going towards your goal of 20%. So you want to aim to save $7,800, but you're only making $4,800 in savings. So it does all this math for you, which is kind of convenient. I've also used a spreadsheet here that shows you, or not a spreadsheet, but a graph here that shows you exactly how much you're going to be losing or spending for all of those things. So one of the things that you're noticing here, jump off the sheet, is it's 63% for just your needs. And we are going to not, we don't want that. You want to have... So I actually had to go ahead and fix my chart. But anyway, you can see that 55% of your needs are actually going over the 50% rule. You got 30%, which are actually well under, so it's 16.9. So maybe you can take from your needs if you can try and get that, and put it towards some of your wants. But also you just have 15% going towards your debt, and you got the 12.3% going towards your savings. So the goal is to have a 20% savings. I know that that's not feasible for everybody. That's why I've put this category for your debt on this side here, so that you can kind of tackle both at once and figure out what you want to do. So anyway, so let's say you actually do want to take this spreadsheet and copy it and paste it into a new Google spreadsheet. You're just going to go to the new tab here, spreadsheet here, opens up a new tab. You're going to hit this corner right here, the top row between A and 1. You selects all of them. You're going to copy or Control C, depending on what you want to do. And then you're going to paste with Control V, and it's going to paste it into the spreadsheet. It does load a second. Now, if you want all of these to be spaced out the same way that I had them, you're going to want to click that white circle here, double click in between A and B, and it'll actually space everything out for you. Excel spreadsheeting 101. And then we're going to actually try and copy this graph. Now the graph doesn't come over, as you noticed, unfortunately. So if you do want the graph, I will show you right now, which you don't have to add, but I like the visual representation. It reminds me of pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the chart. So you hit these three dots here where the chart is. You do copy chart, and we're going to go to the new spreadsheet. We're going to go ahead and paste it here. So you just paste. It's going to copy it over, but it doesn't actually add any of the formula for whatever reason. So what we'll do is we'll just simplify this. We'll go back to the other tab. So just go back to the original spreadsheet that's in the link when you have it open. And then we're going to go ahead and go to edit chart. We're going to copy and paste the data range that is on the right and pops up. It's pretty easy. You just copy it, copy that. Now you go into the new spreadsheet again. So this is the new one. You go into the same settings, you go to edit chart, and then you're going to paste that into there. And it's going to save that new data range. So now when you adjust anything on this new chart, it is going to be just like it was on the other one. And then you can create your own budgeting calculator, and you don't even need me. But if you have any questions or you would like my help, I will definitely help you. It's very daunting, but I'm trying to make this easier for people. You know, if you tackle this, I can promise you that you will save money. It's not even a question. You will save money. Once you have your eyes on this and you have a goal and you can see what these actually are supposed to be doing, and like you can tackle and visually see this, it will save you money. At least $100 a month. I can almost guarantee you'll save $100 a month minimum, period. It's not even a question. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave a comment below. I'll be sure to read it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.